Hello, people! I hope you can hear us. Let us know if you can hear us.
Or if you can. Let us
Are we
know.
actually live?
Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
We have the live preview window right there. Hello, Yos.
Hello, Yus. Hi.
Hi, girlfriend.
The mic works.
Okay, so I'm terrified of these cables.
You can connect this.
Yeah, I'm going to
printer.
disconnect the DualShock and hope
It's
that
fully
it's
charged.
fine. So yeah, we're gonna continue Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Yesterday we cleared Alice in Wonderland, half of Colosseum, and we cleared Deep Jungle, which is the Tarzan world. So let's jump right in.
Live, Canada. Yeah, it's now my phone says it's live, which is good.
Yeah.
This means I
Nice.
can read the chat.
Yeah, I have the live. I decided to have the live preview window up, so if it stops working again, I will be able to tell that it's not working. Hopefully.
It's cat themed. We have shots, we have cats, and we have geopards or whatever.
Okay, so this is a problem. I can't see the screen.
You're on new game.
Can you just bend down your butt?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Bend it
I'm going
backwards.
to do that. 1 second. Sorry, everyone. I'm using my laptop as my streaming device, which is a bad idea. Don't do that.
It's okay if you can't be here for long, Yus. You'll always be in my heart. Wait, no, that implies we're going to... You don't die, Yus. Please don't die.
Keys falling
Okay,
off.
load.
There we go.
So let's see. We're in the accessory shop, which is good because we. No, wait, that's not good at all. Actually,
Okay.
we
There's a
we need
thing
to
I
talk
can
to
see.
Leon.
Mm-hmm.
So, while I head for Leon, I'm going to quiz Hikari on what has happened in the game so far.
We became a Sora whom like sword and not like of magic thing.
Yes?
We went through Tutorial Town. We went through standard French playing cards pack, Wonderland place. We went through Hercules place. Or did we? Yes, I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
We went through Tarzan place. And now we are in... Is this Tutorial place again?
Yeah, this is Traverse Town.
Tutorial time.
But what has happened in the actual story?
Sora got a Keyblade.
Works for me. I'm also struggling. Like, has anything?
We
happened?
met the Disney characters, the two
There he
most
is.
important Disney characters.
Are you saying Mickey isn't important?
Kairi disappeared somewhere and Sora is sad. Riku disappeared somewhere and Sora is sad.
Riku is sad right now.
Yeah.
Riku is being emo right now. Darth.
We saw the famous cutscene that made Andrea want to play the game. Buy the game.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah, basically what has happened so far is that our world has died out. One of the many stars in the sky, each star is a world, and the world we were on, Destiny Island, died out. It was consumed by the darkness.
Oh yeah, they talked about worlds disappearing. Or
Yeah, that happens when the heart of a world is taken. And the hearts
I didn't
reside within the keyholes. And the problem right now is that the keyholes have been opened, and thus the heart is vulnerable. So we have to seal the keyholes with our keyblade.
I did not understand that playing this as a kid, and I don't really understand how I was supposed to. But okay, sure, fair enough. I understood the idea.
Yeah, that's the basic idea of what we're doing so far.
And then we got Hades to dislike us.
Oh yeah,
and we learned that friendship is in the heart.
Yeah, we've also heard about this dude named Ansem, who apparently was the one who researched all the stuff we're doing.
And some support.
Yep.
That you just annoyingly collect everywhere. Because at least the puppies are cute.
Oh yeah, we also vaguely met DuckTales.
We met Huey, Dewey, and
Gummy
Louie.
Ship.
Oh yeah.
Gummy Ship. You want one of your ship. Haha!
Yeah, so we're doing interspace travel, which is what they call traveling between worlds.
Dimensional.
In a
crap.
gummy ship. So you find gummies everywhere, which you can't eat. I have eatable gummies.
Now we have to go to the old house that we tried to go into last night.
It's basically like Nanaha, except absolutely nothing like Nanaha. Also the other kind of gay.
Can you like sit where the mic is?
Yeah, probably.
You
The
can
problem is
move
from
the
here.
cushions
Oh,
if you want
actually,
to.
in this pose, I can see the TV. Okay.
Cat is like silently judging you behind you. Is like, what the fudge?
Andrea and Clara have a very nice cat.
She sleeps.
Did you know
well.
that in Swedish the word for cat is katt?
Did you know you can chew cat? Aha! Not this cat though. She chews
I'm not
you.
sure what we're supposed to do right now.
In the rest of the world, you chew cat. In Sweden, cat chew you. That was a while ago that was popular.
I don't remember that being popular actually.
In Soviet Russia.
Oh, you mean actual Soviet Russia jokes? Yeah, okay. What the hell am I supposed to be doing?
You're
Okay.
supposed to deliver a book.
Yeah, but Sid said to deliver it here, and
Deliver to either of them.
I've already talked to both of them.
Are you sure it was the vacant house? It's a little dusty in here.
I'm pretty sure it was here.
Okay.
He did say third district. Yeah, vacant house.
Took you here?
I did.
Eller Jeffy. Maybe you can put it on the table. I don't know.
Too dark to live in. Do they want us to turn on the light?
Yeah, turn on the
Maybe,
lights.
but like how?
Fire.
Magic.
How else? Yeah, fire on those two. That's great. I would pull the cord.
But I can't.
I would get up on the shelf or whatever again.
Maybe we need to get magic light bulbs from Magic Disney or something.
Disney monetization. We missed. Goofy's in the way.
Yeah, this isn't really working. I'm pretty sure that's not what we're supposed to be doing.
Nope, probably not. Maybe it's to the hotel? No, the hotel is not in this
Is
district.
the electricity out again?
No, because we were supposed to deliver a book.
Yeah, but if the light isn't working, no, I can't target that. I also need to equip Cure later, so I don't forget that. Actually, I'm gonna do it right away. How do I do that actually? Customize, yeah. That'd be good. Also, I'm going to tell Donald to like, yeah, no, wait, why is he set to offensive magic constantly? This is not the stuff that I set him to.
It's Donald.
Maybe you made a mistake when trying to save it last time.
Maybe.
Well, that would explain why he was a really shit healer.
Oh, he also
Because he
is.
advanced magic frequently.
But what is advanced? So is there no heal magic option?
No,
Just...
defensive magic is heal magic.
Oh, that's bullshit. Healing is not defense. Healing is recovery. Defense, by definition, means like.
Yeah, but it's classified under defensive magic. It's like there's only so many spells in the game.
RPG worlds are strange. One of the things that's weird to me is like, yeah, Final Fantasy XII had a gambit system, and yeah, you could buy gambits, which is silly, but okay. But the weird thing is having NPCs wandering around telling you about buying gambits, because a gambit is an abstract piece of computer code, basically, that doesn't really make sense as a real life object. Like, unlike potions and stuff, or hell, even skills, even spells, even techniques. Gambits are instructions, words. Hello, I'm going to a shop. I'd like to buy a piece of grammar, please.
Yeah.
Do you want a tip about where you're supposed to go? Because I sort of cheated. I figured it out.
Sure.
It has something to do with fire.
Oh, really?
I think you're smart enough to figure out where you're supposed to go. There's an item behind you.
Oh my god. I should make a dictionary app and make it free to play. So, you start out with
Play
the
dictionary.
1,000 most common words in your chosen language, and then you have to pay extra to download the Grammar Words DLC pack. French Loanwords DLC.
There's a rope. Okay.
1 free word per day. If you want to
What's
recharge the free word
No
timer,
idea.
you have to buy stars.
I don't remember that. At all. Okay, it's just a picture. Oh, right, I don't remember those healing ones. I just wish they healed you.
Yeah, I always like these are always meant to look a bit like the old black
Oh.
mages from the Final Fantasy games,
Oh, they are.
but like
They're cute.
they don't match what black mages are doing because like they have like red and green ones that are still just like the green ones are like white mages and they're not green mages at all.
The green ones heal, the red ones shoot fire, and then there's blue ones that do ice.
Yeah,
Did you see you use this chat message?
yeah, I did.
Yeah. I wonder if it was you reloading, so...
It's possible.
I know I've made that mistake in Final Fantasy 12. So do we have a current objective in this town?
We're supposed to deliver a book, and I've given
Oh,
her
okay.
a clue as to where, as from what I can see, it should be, or it should be delivered, or whatever. Random messages in student groups. Free bread! For some reason. Also, we're celebrating 8th year anniversary of Snow Halation.
Oh yeah,
Yay.
it's the 8th anniversary of Snow Halation now. That's pretty cool. It's kind of amazing that like Love Live has been around for this long. It's like
It's old.
yeah, it started in 2010.
It's like half of Lova's life. Dun 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 dun. Half of Lova life. Love Live is half of Lova life. It's great.
Eventually,
This
Luva
was
will
not-
release memoirs, not just be called A Luva Life.
You did not understand what I meant.
No, you just said it has to do with
It
fire.
has to do with fire. I thought that was obvious, but sure. Go
what?
ahead. It has to do with fire. It has nothing to do with this room.
Then why did it tell me to go to this room?
I don't know. But from what I can see, what people said, it was like, go to the fire. Yeah, there. It's in the same district.
Oh, you mean the fire door that
The
leads to
fire
Merlin?
door, that's why I thought it was obvious, because yeah, that's in this district, and we already... Oh, now I think I know what the book might be. Also, you missed the block.
I could have just like gone through the path at Leon then, but oh well.
Yeah.
This game is so obtuse sometimes. So I prefer Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
Actually tells you where to go.
Oh, do we have overscan turned off?
Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, there's a black border
Oh,
around the
that
game,
book.
which means
Thank you.
the game has overscan correction, and the TV is displaying overscan.
I think I know what book this is. I think. What book it is.
What I mean is, if you change in the settings, you can get rid of the black border.
I know, but I always have the TV set to full.
No,
Okay.
I mean, there might be an option in the game settings.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
A small house. Yeah, it is. In the third degree. Well, I consumed blood. This one has such a strong heart. Can you gain it? Oh, is this the first summon? Yes.
Yeah.
Simba.
Simba.
Oh, they intentionally naming them after Disney characters.
Well,
No, they are
it's
Disney
a summon.
characters. You summon
Oh.
a Disney character.
Oh, right. Yeah,
like
okay. that makes sense.
Tinkerbell or Simba.
Oh, that's
is good.
cool.
Or Mushu. Mushu is good. Always like Mushu. Now we have the book. Go check the book. No.
Where is the book?
I thought it was that book. Maybe you need to find a page for it.
Possible. No, yeah, because the book is right here, but we can't do anything. Oh, wait,
yeah,
no?
you can target.
We can, okay.
Yeah, it is the right book. I knew it was this book. This is
We
best.
read a book.
This is the best book. Do you recognize it? I actually probably would recognize it just from this. At least from now. By now.
I don't, but I feel like I should.
Yeah, isn't it British?
Yeah, it is.
It is British, yeah. You should know everything British. Oh, there's the best character.
I love this. The fact that using the book as a world map.
Yeah, and you just
It's
run
really
on the
cute.
book.
Is this Winnie the No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it is
Winnie the
Winnie the
Pooh.
Oh, it is, okay.
We told you last time we would meet Winnie the Pooh and we looked for them in here. It's Pooh Bear! With the really weird Swedish intro.
Hi there. What's wrong?
I can barely hear the TV.
Yeah.
I know, I lowered it not to get the echo from the last screen.
I
Say
know.
goodbye to
Pooh?
Yes,
Wait.
Yes.
You're Pooh?
Yeah.
yes, I'm Winnie the Pooh. Pooh for short. Who are you?
I'm Sora.
Oh, hello, Sora.
That's better, thank you.
You come to say goodbye to the Pooh too.
Well,
Pooh too.
why would I do that? We've only just met.
Because
Oh.
everyone's going away.
What do you mean?
Well, we all lived here in the 100-acre wood. And we
Oh, yeah.
walked together, or played pool sticks. And every day I'd eat some honey. But just one small speckle would taste very good. But now, everyone is gone. All my friends, and my favorite honey tree too. Everyone must have gone away while I was napping. I think.
Only
I
three.
think.
So who knows? Maybe I should end up going away somewhere as well. But I wonder, how do I say goodbye to myself?
Wow,
What?
that's deep, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, Pooh is so deep and so. He's wonderful. 100-acre woods.
Bees!
Bees!
Yeah, so I don't think
It's
there's anything.
beautiful.
You can tell this game is a fantasy because the bees aren't all dying.
See, I think that this. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything here right now. Because we need to find more pages for the book. So right now it's just an empty nothing. Oh wait, no, it's a chest. Cool. Also, if you look at my command, it says hit instead of attack now.
Yeah, because you can't attack anything in here. It's cute.
Yeah, you don't attack things in Winnie the Pooh.
It's just cute and sweet.
You just
and
hit
happy.
people, which is bad.
You don't hit people.
Okay. It's just hit also sounds violent.
Animals.
You can hit something. It doesn't mean you hit. It doesn't mean like.
You can hit on something
Yeah, but like
if
like
you're under.
if you hit a like if you hit the tree, you didn't really attack the tree, you know.
It still sounds violent, but yes, I suppose it's less violent.
Now I have to go back to Sid because this game really loves its back and forth fetch quests, and then we can start traveling to new worlds. Ah, fuck, oh, whatever.
Winnie the Pooh contemplates the inevitability of his own death, says Askalafsray.
Honestly, I felt it was even darker than that. I mean, if you really want to get into it, maybe I should disappear too. But how do I say goodbye to myself? Which sounds more like he's contemplating suicide. Riku!
I mean, If
What's
all
going
of your
on?
friends are
That was
dead
quick.
and your world is dying, I don't really blame you.
I completely forgot about this, and the first thing he does is like put his fingers in the mouth.
Right?
Aww,
I hope not. Took forever to find you.
he's so
Nice.
Riku.
cute. Riku. They
That
look so
smile.
angry.
Where's Kyrie?
Isn't she with you? Well, don't worry.
Oh no.
I'm sure she made it off the island too. We're finally free. Hey, she might even be looking for us now.
Oh no.
Together again soon.
A Heartless is going to kill Riku.
Just leave everything to me. I know this.
Nice.
Leave it to who?
Sora, what did you?
I've been looking for you, and Kyrie too, with their help.
The echo is worse now than it was before.
We visited
Maybe because it's closer to the screen.
for you.
Well, I don't think it is.
We visited so many places, like 4.
Oh, and guess what? Sora's the Keyblade Master.
Isn't the recording software adjusting the audio based on how loud we're speaking?
So this is
Yeah, well,
Probably
no,
right.
it's adjusting. It's lowering the TV audio
Yeah.
when we're speaking though.
That was so laggy when he walked backwards because he like teleported.
Whoa. Okay, so you're coming with us, right?
Yeah, the echo is happening later. That's not good. That
Rocket.
makes it way more awkward.
Okay.
What? Oh, come on. He's my friend.
I don't care.
He's gone.
Haha!
Riku?
I love when problems solve themselves.
Nice going. Oh well. At least he's okay. Who
Test.
knows? Maybe we'll run into Kyrie soon.
All right, I changed the minimum audio level for the microphone to actually bother picking it up. So hopefully that makes it a bit better.
Can
also-
you still hear me?
Wait, the echo is back at this volume? Are you sure?
It was gone for just a second.
Because the TV is way more quiet than it was yesterday. And yes, you can be heard, Hikari.
Yeah, I know, I read the chat.
Have you adjusted the wheels in the program again?
Yeah.
I am on tech. I am non-tech.
It's not good. Wait, never mind. Why can't things just work for once? I don't know. How bad is the echo? How do I get up to... Alright. Oh, okay. Where the hell is Sid now then?
Sid?
He's not in his shop. I had to go home. He lives in the 3rd district.
Maybe in the vacant place, so we finally get to know. So we wouldn't be able to figure out what that was.
I mean,
about.
it's not a vacant house, but yeah. God, I remember this being so annoyingly like back and forth.
I don't either, actually, but I didn't remember the plot twist about meeting Riku here either, so... It was long ago! At least
you
it's
guys
logical.
ever hear of Maleficent? I hear she's in town.
I was like, she just casually comes to town every now and then to buy groceries.
She's a witch.
Man. She's a witch man. Don't take her lightly.
Oh yeah, this always bugged me a little bit. Like, so Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8 is from the same world.
Yeah, no, I was about to comment on that.
Oh, Anthem's report.
It's just as I told you. While you toiled away trying to find your dear friend, he quite simply replaced you with some new companions. Evidently, now he values them far more than he does you. You're better off without that wretched boy. Now think no more of him and come with me. I'll help you find what you're searching for.
I guess the main thing I learned from Kingdom Hearts is don't trust people in black clothes that look evil. Because it makes you almost a villain. And then
No.
it makes you mope for an entire game thinking you're evil.
No feedback on the echo, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, if it bothers us enough, we could also take the other approach with audio, which is to just not use the audio from the capture at all. Although that means it also is not in sync, but...
No, but then we cannot do that at all. Like, that will not be a good idea.
Okay.
Then it won't match it out when we're talking or anything. Like. Yeah, but I don't care about the loudness of the echo. I care about if it's distracting and bad. Because I didn't even know there was an echo yesterday until I was like editing the videos to put them up on YouTube.
Oh! Warp hole!
Yeah, it's Whirlpool here as well. I
That's normal drive.
forget which one we
I
should.
think it's blue.
Problem is the echo can't really be avoided. Loudness limitations only help when we're not talking, so not very often.
Well, it can be helped if the TV isn't loud enough to be picked up by the microphone. Which I assumed it wouldn't be, because I haven't had that problem before when recording with the speakers on. But, yeah.
What's the point of the Gummy ship?
Minigame!
Traveling.
No, but it just seems like an odd
Yeah,
device.
I guess it is to make you feel like you're discovering new worlds
Yeah,
and not
it's
just
how we.
getting a new
I'm
field to play in.
flying through a space corridor limited by the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, but like, it's still, it's how you pass between worlds. So.
Yeah. But most of the time it just feels annoying because I wish I could teleport.
Yeah, well, we can now, but only two worlds we've already been to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, but still, it's fun the first time and then you're just quite
Well, it's fun in
tired.
Kingdom Hearts 2 because they actually like did some interesting stuff with
Maybe
it.
it leads to another world. Yeah, how suspicious.
Is this like a special stage?
This is a warp hole.
I think they're supposed to be a little bit more difficult. They're wider. And things come more directly at you, I guess. But
Well, it's also just like it just takes us to other parts of the world that we weren't in on before.
Yeah.
So we can access more worlds through them.
Yeah, we know the function, which is what is different. Also, it has the 3D cubes rather than just plain tiles in front of you, which is good. I like the music though. It's really good.
There we go. That should be it.
Oh, now I know that Leviathan is a reference to Final Fantasy.
Yep.
Aha!
Did you do Leviathan in 14? Or...
Yeah,
Yeah, she's from Heavensward.
yeah, from Heavensward.
Oh yeah, Leviathan is in
but-
Heaven's Word, I think.
No,
these
it's
are all
in November
things-
Born.
These are all things I had no idea
Sorry,
about
yeah, 2.x.
playing as like a 8-year-old or something.
Leviathan.
It's in
Leviathan.
2.2. It's Enter the Mail. No, what the hell is that one called? It's called Through the Maelstrom. That's what the second patch was called.
I don't think I've gotten
Now
around
I get to
doing
listen to Koji Fox singing it. I think it's Koji Fox.
No, he doesn't sing the Leviathan. That's Sorkin who sings.
Ah, yeah, no, but in the yeah, I guess that's fine.
Koji Fox sings Good King Mugmog, and he sings Sephiroth. He sings a few of them, but Leviathan is Sorkin. Titan is both of them, I think. Hey, they got Gilbert Gottfried back. Who plays Iago in the new movie? I have
I don't
no
remember.
idea.
Agrabah is full of holes for rats to hide in. But why worry about Princess Jasmine? With her or without her, surely this world will be ours when we find the key.
We need all 7 princesses of heart to open the final door. Any fewer is useless.
Well, if the princess is that important, we'll find her. Find Jasmine and bring her to me.
I like the enemies. They're so well themed in this world.
Yeah.
The color of yellow they have here is kind of ugly. It's not.
Yeah.
It's too on the green blue sort of side.
It
Like
didn't-
I'm used. I want Aladdin to be like more on the orangey sort of side. Like
It used to be. I'm very sure it used to be
Yeah.
more orangey because it was not this bright when I played it.
yeah, this is one of the things that I dislike is sort of HD remake sort of things. Often end up changing the color tint of the entire game,
Yeah.
or like distorting certain colors to make things seem HD. Like
Yeah,
it's funny how
like
often in
brighter.
HD remake they just make the grass greener.
They look at brighter and like
Well,
more perky.
I think games are better about it than movies. There's a really infamous example, which is the Blu-ray version of Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring. That like all the colors has been like sucked out of the movie, and it's like it's depressing to look at. Anyway, this one is fun because much like Colosseum, this area was ported to the DS, which with basically no changes because it's that simple in geometry.
there was an enemy
it-
just hitting the wall.
The
there.
DS is an interesting console because its greatest limitation is on polygon count. It has a really low maximum polygon count. It's like in the tens of thousands or something. But it can do really massive textures. So DS games are defined by sort of very low polygraphics with beautiful high detailed textures, which means that they look pretty interesting at high resolutions.
One of my favorite things is you can hear the battle grunts. I don't get it. The TV is so low. I can barely hear it. God,
You know, actually-
that's the worst.
You know how you just mentioned it's only noticeable for voices? That's probably because it's a microphone designed for picking up voices.
Yeah,
So
but
its
it's turned
frequency
away
response
from the
is-
TV. It shouldn't be picking that up.
Maybe it's reflecting off something.
Well, I lower the TV even more. Now I can't hear it at all. So
I think the echo is just something we'll have to live with.
no, if it's bad enough to be mentioned, then like that's
But,
not
I mean, it's
Oh, this is
useless.
just.
yeah,
It's
but we have
worthless.
no hope of defeating it.
I mean, we just did. I would hope,
Oh, we can move that.
since if the TV
Well,
is low
nobody's
enough, it will
talking,
not be
so we
picked
won't
up.
find out for a while.
Anyway, what the hell was I saying? Oh, right. Yeah, okay, so a fun thing about the DS is that they released an Idol Master game on the DS. It was called It was called the Idol Master Daily Stars, and the 3D models used for the idols in that game are basically identical to the ones used in the first Xbox 360 game. Because, like, there's so little else the game needs to render that they just put in like their HD models in the DS game. And it looks really cool when you play a game in an emulator in HD, because it just looks like the Xbox 360 game. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's actually striking, because like the stage is really low poly, because it's just you know, flat.
Yeah.
Just a box. So that's a game that looks really good in high resolution. God. Like many consoles, though, the one thing that really lets down the DS is... Well, it has the same problem that, like, some other consoles do, where it had a small screen and no texture filtering. And if you fix those two things, then the DS looks beautiful.
Well, sometimes the lack of texture filtering helps too. Like, I don't know if you've played the Final Fantasy remakes on it, but the Final Fantasy 3 and 4 remakes on DS, they were ported to the system which has texture filtering, and it looks super awkward. Like, it looks really awkward with the filtered textures. Like, you just want to go back to not rendering them with like any smoothness filter on it, and you can't because there's no setting for it. There's no mod for it either. So somehow the DS game looks the best. Where's the enemy even? Oh, it's over there? Okay.
Yeah, it's stuck there because...
Come on! Thank
Ooh.
you. Boom!
Also, insuspicious keyhole. Inconspicuous keyhole.
Well, the dialogue was probably hard to hear if we were talking, and when we're talking, the audio of the game is lowered. That's part of Elgato's settings to make us more audible. But so, like, I didn't lower the game volume in Elgato. That should be the same as before. It's just that when we're talking, all the game audio gets lowered. So, Kingdom Hearts, the first Kingdom Hearts game on DS, which is 358 Days Over 2, uses this area just ported straightly over, and it doesn't really have the same quest structure as this game. Instead, they're mission based, so you unlock a mission and then you get sent to the world you have the mission in, and you do that over and over again. It's like a couple of hundred missions in the game. Some of them main story, some of them not. And
I don't know if you're supposed to go there. Okay.
It's the only place I can go to, so...
Okay. Oh, are we supposed to go to the cave?
I don't know, I think so. Oh, okay, so we get let in back in if we try and do that.
Yeah, because you're supposed to go out there and use the map, the carpet.
Yeah. So we can't really do anything here yet then.
I mean, you're supposed to find Jasmine, and Jasmine, we found
We found Jasmine.
Okay.
And then Jafar showed up and was being Jafar.
Okay.
Oh, maybe we need to go to the hideout now. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Aladdin's house. It was question mark before. I guess not. I guess we can try and go over here. Terrified of falling down is the problem.
Yeah, the kind of combat for this game has, and the laggy camera makes that really hard.
Yeah, like the focus on the focus on platforming in Kingdom Hearts 1 is not good. Oh, we can't get up this way, huh?
No, I don't think
Nope.
so.
I don't think we could do anything up there either, though. I'm not sure where to go.
Did you do anything with the keyhole?
Which keyhole?
The one up by the portal, or like the gate? Up on top of there's one.
Wait, let's check up here. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's just a
It's a
pot.
pot. Could be an enemy. This is.
Oh, this is Evelyn's house again. This must be a different part of the house,
I
then.
think
not.
you can. Maybe you can hop out there. I'm not
This
sure.
is reminding
Here?
me of running around
Yeah,
in
Main
our
Street.
amigo
Oh.
trying to
Ah.
find the
Oh.
Okay, was just here.
sightseeing
Yeah, fair enough.
thing. That's like wind ether source.
Same place.
God, the camera. Like, I was still holding up, so as I looked away for a second, I just ran out the window. I mean, ran down the hole, rather.
Run down the hole.
Guess I'll try and open this chest and see what that gives us. If I can even jump over there. Genuinely do not know. Oh, it was spider pots here, okay.
Spider pot. Spider pot. Spider pot. Does whatever a spider.
God damn it, it was just a cottage. Where was the keyhole? I don't see any keyhole.
Did you ask me?
Yeah, I don't see any keyhole up here.
There
Oh,
was,
fuck.
There was a tiny keyhole by either of the pass-throughs. It was blue and something. Bluish. Bluish.
It was over here. The cottages are like they allow you to rest and get HP and magic when you're out in the world. I think
Which one?
the cottages.
Mm,
They're like tents.
they're like tents, but better.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, there's the keyhole. Yeah. Okay.
I'm surprised by how much I remember and how much I actually figure out before you do. Without googling it.
Oh, goddammit. Where's the enemy now? Oh, it's this pot. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay. I'm pressing the change target button, but nothing's happening. Where's the enemy? Is this the one that was causing the thing to be on? I guess so. So, who here played the Aladdin game? Oh, god damn it, this heartless won't stop. So yeah, who here played the Aladdin game?
The one on the SNES?
Well, that one or the Mega Drive one, it depends on...
I haven't played
The
it.
DOS
I have
one,
seen
or-
a little footage of it. That's it.
I played the DOS one when I was a kid. I also played the Super Nintendo one and the Genesis or the Mega Drive one. The Super Nintendo one is the one people like the best, I believe. But because I... Fuck! Because I first played the DOS version, that's the one I remember the best.
Because I fuck!
I mean, I do, but...
Great. Andrea reached a quote. Not the quote of the year though.
It's like... The Aladdin game was like one of the more popular like movie platformers they made. I think it might be the most popular out of the Disney movies. Pretty much everyone agrees that at least one version is really good. But it's just back to Aladdin's house. What the fuck? What was the point of that?
What's over there? In that gate.
That's where we came from.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
There must be another keyhole somewhere.
No, I don't remember.
Ski hole opened this gate.
There's a gate over there. To your right, I think. No, on the other side of that wall.
Oh, it's closed
It's
up.
blocked.
We can land on the side and grab the chest though. Aladdin is actually one of my favorite Disney movies. It's also the one. It's the only Disney movie out of the Disney cartoons that I grew up with. That I grew up watching the English version. Because the VHS tape we had when I was a kid was from, well, England. Plumbo asks, is Kingdom Hearts 1 Agrabah the platformiest Kingdom Hearts world? I don't know if I would call it the platformiest. It's definitely a contender, though. See, what else is it? No, I think I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the whale is worse. The whale is really bad with platforming. Well, actually, there might be less of it, and it's just that it's not. It's just that it's more tedious. The whale is interesting overall. I have no idea where we're supposed to go. Oh,
Ah!
it was that simple, huh?
The map! The carpet.
Magic carpet.
Flew off towards the desert. Now we're supposed to
I misread that as Sarah and wondered who that was.
Yeah, I was right that we needed the
My
carpet.
original female Kingdom Hearts OC, Sarah, it's Sora but with slightly longer hair. Andrea could make a sophisticated joke about how there's actually a Kingdom Hearts character that is just female Sora, but
Yeah. Arguably, there's more than one, but yeah. Oh no, Aladdin is drowning in sand. Well, remember that famous quote from the Disney movie, I hate sand.
Oh, I hate epic adventures.
See, I was making a joke that Aladdin was Anakin from Star Wars, but it was met with silence, so I don't think it went over well.
I didn't get it. No. I just quoted another movie, which is an even worse quote.
No, I thought that TK would make a note of it, but
I wouldn't be able to because I haven't seen that in
I know.
ages.
what have I missed?
Yeah, thought so. So, yeah, I made a joke about Anakin Skywalker. Because Star Wars is owned by Disney. And he was being drowned in sand. So I was like,
yeah, sorry.
oh, that famous Disney quote, I hate sand.
Does that make him a Disney prince now?
Well, he's not a prince, so no.
He should
Close
be a
enough?
Disney princess.
Fair enough.
Every Star Wars character should be a Disney princess. I want Princess Luke drawn in official Disney princess style.
It's interesting, actually, Disney Prince is not a brand.
Nope. Some of them don't even have names.
Yeah, that
What do
too,
you
but like...
expect?
Jabba is a Disney princess.
Here, girls.
Oh hey, it's Dan Castellana. That's what his name is, I think. Yeah. They did not get Robin Williams for this.
Nope.
Robin Williams only played the genie in two. He played the genie twice. He played the genie in the original movie, and he played the genie in the third movie. But the second movie, the TV series, and all the games is Dan Castellana.
Which one is the second movie?
Jafar Returns. Return of Jafar.
Yeah, okay, that's because that's partly why I like
And
the
it's
third
not.
one, which is the dad one.
Yeah, the third one is Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Which is really good,
Genie
by the way.
of the lamp.
Rub it up the lap.
So here's the problem, right? Dan Castellana cannot do a Robin Williams impression at all. So he sounds like Homer Simpson.
Lucky winner made his first wish. And let me tell you what a doozy that wish was. So he has two left. So, Master, what do you have for wish number
about making me a fabulous
That
wealthy prince.
da-da-da-da sound sounds like the poof poof sound in Dragon Quest.
Wait, hold on. Isn't that his first wish?
What? What?
Alan's first wish is to be a prince.
I think the first wish here was to like survive.
Yeah, but he tricks the genie. Oh, whatever.
Okay.
'Cause in the,
I'll leave it for it, I can shoot him.
in the movie, Aladdin's like, oh, well, if you're so powerful, why are we still trapped down here then? I bet you can't even get us out of here. And the genie gets them out of there. And it's like, yeah, you used your first wish. Like, no, I didn't wish for that. You just did it.
It's good.
So, fun fact, actually, the whole genie gives you 3 wishes. Yeah, exactly, you was right. The second wish is not to drown, which he doesn't actually say. Genie mouths that wish for himself. But here's a fun fact: the whole genie gives you 3 wishes thing is not from the original story. That's the whole like the idea there would be a limitation on the wishes is completely made up, fabricated by Disney, in order to have the climactic moment of the last wish. The genie was given freedom. Yeah, it's not a thing in the original story. In the original story, there are 2 genies. There's the ring genie and the genie of the lamp. And the ring genie, or the jinn, the ring jinn, can also has infinite wishes, but can't do as extravagant and powerful wishes. So when the genie of the lamp, when Aladdin gets the genie of the lamp, he can make more extravagant wishes. And the way he wins the princess's affection is not by becoming a prince and pretending to be a prince. No, he wishes her into his bedroom. And then goes, I will not touch you, and you will know I won't. And he vows this to her, and then they sleep in the same bed with a sword between them. Because that's how the declaration of I will not do anything to you is made. And
I will not touch you, but I need a sword in between us just to be safe.
Yeah, and that's like every night for like a while until like it starts getting suspicious. And that's how they meet. It's an interesting story. We have like a collection of all the volumes, like a several volume collection of 1001 Nights, or Arabian Nights if you want a boring American title. We had that at my mom's place, so when I got into Aladdin, she was like, oh, you should read the original version, and I did, and it's a very different story. Like even by Disney standards, it's a very different story.
I know a lot about Jin because I watched this anime documentary called Utakata.
Oh god, for a second I thought you were going to say Magi, which is the better anime about Jin. But no. Yeah.
We still have not watched the Utakata OVA.
We have not. So if you don't know what we're talking about, me and other Andrea, we watched the 2004 Magical Girl anime Utakata earlier this year because we were told it was absolutely brilliant and great. Yeah. It was like one of the classics of the year of the era, etc. etc.
Yeah, well, it's the other Magical Girl anime from around the same time as Nanoha that is Precure.
Yeah, Precure, Nanoha, and Utakata came out the same year. So we watched that, and it's bad.
Yeah,
it starts out promising, and then like it sort of becomes just kind of dull and uninteresting. And then the last episode is so awful that I actually was screaming at the episode while watching it.
It's interesting because like my opinion on that show changed throughout I was watching it. Because first I was like, all these episodes feel really rushed. Like nothing is filled in. There's like the framework of something bigger, but it's like they've done everything in much less time than they need. And then over time I realised, wait, there's too much in every episode and it's all stretched too thin, but it's all packed into too little time and too quick, but also it's not even trying to say anything. It's just it's not even trying to do too much, it's just not very good at what it's trying to do. And then the ending is complete bullshit. And
the ending was amazing because like they start going through like every episode and trying to explain the reasoning for the episode, except for like at least 2 or 3 of the episodes that they give the explanation and backstory for, they contradict what happened in the episode to justify it as fitting into the story. And then like at the end of the entire story, like God makes a phone call to the villain and it's like, well, that was an interesting story, wasn't it? Let's continue to another one. It's basically the author like patting themselves on the back, like as God, just going, "Wow, this story was quite something."
But it's like if I remember right, like the ultimate purpose of everything is just God finds it interesting or something. Like there is no broader good reason to do things, and like it ends with one of these bullshit. You have 2 choices. It's something about like self-sacrifice or sacrificing friends, something along those lines. It's like the Life is Strange choice, except with no meaning at all to it. Yeah, because one of the options is suicide. It's something like that. I'm technically spoiling it, but you're not really missing anything because
God, it's so bad.
It's not like it would spoil anything in the show up until the final episode because it has no connection to anything that happens before, except it does.
Also,
it's
it's double times bury your gaze.
Yeah.
Which was like amazing how they like literally in the last minutes of the episode of the series, they're just like, oh shit, we forgot to kill the gays. Better do it now.
Yeah.
And that's God. And this was like classic. People loved this for some reason. It was really, really bad. I do not understand the appeal of that show at all. And I have a very, very long Twitter thread talking about it.
Same.
Did we live tweet it, or did we just tweet between the episodes? I don't remember.
I'm not sure either. I think
mostly I live tweeted, but yeah, it was an interesting. I mean, it was an interesting experience, if nothing else. And where the hell is the door I opened?
And yeah, and I now own Utakata on DVD, bought in Japan.
Oh yeah, the OVA, right?
It has the OVA along with all the other episodes.
Oh,
actually,
wait, it was all of the episodes? Are you sure?
I think so.
Holy
I'm
shit,
not sure.
That's pretty cool. I thought you just like got one volume or something.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all the episodes on one disc, which makes me think that I think maybe what they did is they released the OVA as an extra episode when they released all the TV episodes or something like that.
Yeah, that's normally how the OVAs go, but I guess I assume it was like the last volume or something.
No, if I remember correctly, it's all of the episodes. It's 12 through 13, because 13 is the OVA.
You mean 1 through 13?
Yeah, sorry. Brains.
Because otherwise I would have been right. But yeah.
The most amazing thing was when I remember buying it because at the checkout you had a normal not backlit, one of these like light blue on black dot matrix, what's it called, cash register displays, and that displays the name of the item, right? And it displayed it in full upper and lowercase Romaji with the Utakata swirl symbol between the Uta and Kata. It's like, what the fuck? That you have a cash register that can support the symbol? But I guess it makes sense because cash registers in Japan have to support kanji anyway, so you might as well support the whole of Shift JIS.
Yeah. God, Shift JIS is the worst to deal with. So, this, like I think it was like 2 years ago, I was actually working on hacking into an old PC 88 game to do a translation, and it's coded entirely in Shift.js, and God, it was complicated and annoying to like find everything. I eventually gave up on it, but that should be the fun series that Slow Beef was doing on his Twitch channel, where he was going through like the basics of ROM hacking, while working on a translation for a old PC 98, I think, PC 98 horror game called Dead of the Brain, which is an amazing game, by the way, and I highly recommend checking out the video series in question. I think it's just like called Hacking of the Brain or something on his YouTube channel if you want to look at the archives. It's really interesting, and it's actually how I learned to like start doing it for the project I was working on. But yeah, it's an odd one. So am I supposed to go back there now? Or? This is a very confusing stage. I've already done that one.
Did you open the keyhole you found after?
I did, but I haven't found any like door that up. Oh,
Didn't you do that?
apparently I'm going back now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was an accident. I don't think there's anything here for us. Maybe a Trinity symbol or something. What was I saying originally? Oh right, gens. Yeah, no, it's a very different story than the Disney one, and I guess part of that is that the Disney one was basically made to... There was this former Disney animator whose name I cannot remember, who was working on an Arabian Nights inspired animated feature called The Thief and the Cobbler, that had been in production. It had been in production hell for like forever, and it was finally starting to look like it was going to shape up and release. So Disney was like, hey, let's make our own Arabian Nights inspired thing and release it before his thing. And that was a pitch for Aladdin. So like it was literally just to beat a former Disney animator to the punch because they were salty about him trying to do animated movies on his own or something. Oh, I was just supposed to go in here. Michael Eisner era Disney is a very fascinating era of history. Sorry, I was just drinking from my soda there. Items. Stock. No, not use. Yeah, college fully restores HP and MP. Which I really wish I could restore O'Donnell's MP right now, but I want to use a college. Oh well.
A what?
A cottage.
Okay.
Back to your hole, street rat. I will not allow you to trouble the princess anymore.
It's kind of striking how detailed the models are compared to how simple the background looks, but that's just because you have to save your polygons, I guess.
Yeah, almost all the models have two versions, one high poly and one low poly version.
Yeah. That's a thing this game does. Even in the HD release.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's a straight port of the old game.
I'm sorry, Al.
Ironic, given how the game.
Wait!
Yeah.
How did it become a spider pot if she fell into it?
Spider Pots does whatever Spider Pots do. Oh, is this the Spider Pot boss? Yes, it is. It's the Spider Pot boss. That's why it has extra holes. Because it's actually a spider centipede or something.
Oh god, I forgot about this. Yeah,
I
you're
remember
right.
this. This is one of my favorite bosses
Okay.
in all of Kingdom Hearts 1. I just think it's very clever.
It's a pretty cool design, I agree with that.
It's also why I like the first one in Traverse Town, because it works a little bit similar. It has a lot of parts, and you have to kill the parts individually.
Yeah.
I generally prefer that over having one boss that you just keep hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting, and then it won't die.
Wait, can I even go to the next area? Is that not the loading tunnel?
Not this part.
Oh, okay. They somehow made it bigger for this area, okay. So this boss arena is actually its own room, that's interesting. Its own scene, to use proper terminology.
You're probably supposed to kill the head, but I'm not sure.
I think I have to kill all the like little parts first.
Yeah, fair enough.
But the targeting system. It's not good.
I think the backside died, more or less.
Yeah, yeah. Sing along. Oh god, that song is so good.
You can kickstart Andrea with like random quotes and
Yeah,
you know exactly what she's
can.
gonna do with it.
You definitely
It's
can.
really fun.
Since I'm using Thunders because it has like an AoE effect, so it doesn't do much. Which one? Use the first or the second one? The first song was I think it's called like Doobie Doobie Yeah. It's an old Swedish pop song from like 2001 or something. Yeah, that one. And the other one that was Shooby Dooby Sweet. Fucking hell!
That's an interesting
Shooby Dooby Sweet Time, which is the second ending theme song for Kira Kira Precure a la Mode.
Fucking yeah is Shooby Dooby Sweet's fucking yeah is the end song for a fanfic or something. It would be perfect.
I never did write my second Akiyuka fanfic, now you mention it.
Kill the centipede. I think you can kill the pots that are strewn about and they won't turn into parts, but I'm not sure.
Probably.
Yeah, because now they came to life. Maybe they're immune, but I don't think so.
Well, I think they come to life the moment you hit them, but like, still get some hits in if you do it. So I might as well try and do that. I like that I have the slide attack now at least though. I gave the one up earlier because I wanted the dodge roll and I could only have one. But now I can have both, so that's good. Slide attack is really nice.
There's a cat behind my shoulder. It's a good cat. Ah. Jag hittade tweeten. Oh, you're actually right. It was only one volume of Utakata and it was just the OVA, I think.
Yeah, see, I was right.
It's Utakata 7. And I am pasting in chatten. But yeah, it's just amazing to me that the
God, they just keep coming more. Okay, I think I must have killed all the pots now because it's just like doing the standard attack back and forth. No! Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Woohoo!
There we go.
Jasmine! To the desert! Come on, let's move!
Okay, so I think now it's back out to the desert. those flying Heartless always reminded me of the flying monkey, the flying monkeys from The Wizard of Oz, which, as we discussed yesterday, is the movie that Disney wishes they made, but they didn't.
The Wizard of Oz had flying monkeys in it?
Yeah.
I vaguely
My
remember
recollection of that
this.
film is hazy because I think I must have seen
The
it
witch
at
has
8 or something.
flying monkeys. That's like her.
Weren't they really weirdly and badly enacted in the first one, the old one? Which
Oh.
is the only one I've seen.
I mean, yeah, they're just monkeys with wings on
It's
their
one of
back.
those films that I've seen once, and then like my memory of it has been augmented by how often I've seen clips of it with people talking about old films or whatever. But means that like I actually have a very poor recollection of what happens in the movie beyond what people tell you about it, despite having seen it.
Yeah, they made the whole flying monkeys thing into a bigger part in Wicked, where Elphaba is specifically trying to discover like flight magic, and as such is accused of experimenting on the monkeys, although she was actually releasing the monkey.
I'm glad they made the. What is that meant to be a lion? I'm not sure. Well, that thinks so.
I think it's like a tiger.
Yeah, like tiger head into a boss, because that's a cool thing to have as a boss. In my opinion.
Yeah, the Cave of Wonders, which I was actually kind of surprised. The new movie by Guy Ritchie, it's just a gate. Like it's just a gate with.
But that's like legendary.
Yeah, like it has like a tiger head around the Cave of Wonders opening, but like it's not animated. It's just an actual real gate, which is strange. Like they actually like made it more low key in the new
Was
movie.
the tiger head thing a thing Disney made up?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I believe in
really
the original story, it's like. I believe the lamp is like. I might be wrong. It's been long since I read it. But I think it's like in Aladdin's backyard. Like it's like buried. Like the path is buried somewhere like beneath a tree in his backyard, or in his mother's backyard. He's not an orphan in the original tale. It's been very long since I read it though. So I could be. Don't quote me on that. But fuck! I was just about to cure myself. Ah. Oh wait, I should probably change to my Jungle King one.
What really surprised me about Aladdin is, you know, it's a name that comes from Arabic, obviously. And I just assumed that the al in front of it is the same as the al in front of other Arabic words where it means the, like in Allah, which is the god, and Al Jazeera, which is the continent, and so on. Or Al Jebra, where it comes from Al Jebr. But no, Aladdin, it's actually like Allah Uddin. So it's not the al at the beginning of most Arabic words. You absolutely can't drop the al from Aladdin. Because it's not that al. There's actually, you know, it's the one which has an apostrophe in front of it. There's like a guttural. There's a guttural sound before that vowel. Of course, English speakers don't make it, but it's interesting. Voiced pharyngeal approximate fricative.
So I might be wrong here, but I'm pretty certain that the Mega Potion and the Mega Elixir and the Mega Ether was not in Final Fantasy before this. Kingdom Hearts introduced them as, you know, regular recovery items that work on the entire party instead of just yourself. And they actually also appear in Final Fantasy 15 with the same name.
Oh, so you think that's a case of Final Fantasy borrowing back
Yes.
from Kingdom Hearts?
Yes.
That would be cool.
It makes sense considering, 15 starters versus 13, which was by the Kingdom Hearts team, so...
Yeah, it's possible that something that survived from that era.
It also just makes more sense for a real-time action game to have that, instead of having all the items only work on one party member. Since you don't have, the turn-based moments of being able to, one at a time, pick things.
It would be interesting to mod Kingdom Hearts to have Final Fantasy 12 style freeze in the middle of battle to do actions. Well, might not be that hard to do. Or it might be very difficult, who knows.
I don't think it really worked with the way the combat works. Like, they have a weight system in 15, and 15 is, different from Kingdom Hearts, but it's as close as any Final Fantasy game gets. And the weight system in 15 is probably the closest you can get to, any sort of, turn-based or pause-esque system in an action RPG. The way it works there is that whenever you're not doing an input, the game slows to a halt, and you can rearrange targets, but you can't do any actual actions. The moment you do actions, the time continues. So it's an interesting concept. I didn't play 15 with it myself. I know some people prefer it because it makes it a bit more turn-based-esque. So they didn't want an action RPG. Actually, I find it very funny how many people were super hyped for Versus 13, and then it changed name to 15, and suddenly they were against it because a numbered Final Fantasy should not have action combat, and it was like, it's the same game you were excited for before they changed the name. So this is the final dungeon of the Aladdin world, and it's actually the first dungeon of the game.
So just Final Fantasy 15 is the most action RPG of them yet, then?
Oh yeah, absolutely. By far. Come on. It's an action RPG. Period. You don't use menus. You use context-sensitive actions. It's all in real time. But you didn't know that?
That you don't use menus? No, because I haven't played 15.
Yeah, it's an action RPG. Like I said, it started as basically Kingdom Hearts, but just Final Fantasy with the Kingdom Hearts 2 dev team on it. So yeah, it's the only numbered Final Fantasy game that is completely completely an action RPG. I guess you could argue 14 is, but it's hotbar combat is a bit different.
God,
the camera is so bad in this game.
If 14 is an action RPG, then 12 is.
No, it's not. Because 12 specifically allows you to pause and you browse through a menu to do skills, which 14 doesn't do either of them.
Well, that's the thing. It's
14 has context-sensitive actions, which is normally how you define an action RPG.
Context-sensitive. It has healing. It prevents you from healing your enemies. That's a thing it has.
What does that got to do with anything?
The action is sensitive to context?
No, context-sensitive action in terms of input means that means that you in real time press a button on, or you press to do an action and the action happens instantly. That's what it means.
Yeah, right. It doesn't have queued actions.
Yeah, it's not it's not a that's what differs an action RPG from I don't like saying turn-based because they're not all turn-based, but a menu RPG. Let's go with that. And 14 technically is context-sensitive input, which would make it an action RPG. But because it's hotbar combat, which is sort of its own little category that differs from other input systems, it's hard to consider it that as well. Like, it's not like in 15 where you have an attack button, you have a defense button, you have a jump button. Well, you do have a jump button, but like you have a warp button. Like, all the combat stuff is mapped to a preset key. Then when you click that key, you do the action in real time. Typical action RPG. Although you hold down the button in 15 instead of clicking it, but that's just 15's little gimmick. I actually I find it really interesting though, because like, cause I saw people just be like genuinely super hyped for 13 until it changed name, because then it was a disgrace to the Final Fantasy name because it was action RPG, and it was like, why does that matter in a series that is like specifically known for changing itself every entry? Ah, fuck.
I mean, there are games are not the numbered ones, but are like sequels or whatever to the numbered ones that don't have the same gameplay as the numbered ones. So like
most of them, but yeah. Like Lightning Returns is an action RPG. So in the same vein that like the Tales of games are, to be exact.
Anyway, clearly Final Fantasy 16 needs to be a tactics clone.
Well, I mean, that's what 12 is the closest to. Which I wouldn't mind seeing Matsuda do. Is it Masuno? Fuck, I can't remember which one is which. One is the artist, one is the writer. But I wouldn't mind him doing Final Fantasy 16 because I like his work, and he hasn't made his own game in a while now. Like, yeah, he's doing the story for Return to Ivalice, and that's great, but it's not his game. It's Yoshida Naoki's game, which is a bit different.
Spider bots.
Yeah, and the worst camera in history.
At least you have some control over it.
Well, yeah, barely. It's dead? I think so. Okay, good. Oh, come on. Oh, Goofy leveled up. Cool. Is that enough? Thank you. Yeah, if you look at the PS3 version of Final Fantasy Versus 13, actually, it has the same menu as Kingdom Hearts with the attack and everything. Cause that's an interesting thing. Is that even though this is an action RPG, and the menu is technically not a menu, the context-sensitive input only works when you have it highlighted to the thing you want it highlighted to. Which I don't think there's any other game that does that, which is probably a good thing, honestly. But actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if the later Kingdom Hearts games even does it. I'm trying to think maybe I should have picked defense as the main thing, just so I could take more hits. Considering how hard this game is to control.
Yeah.
You always go back thinking it can't be that bad.
Well, the thing is, like, because I replayed it recently, I figured, hey, it'll be fine, but no, it controls way worse than I remember. Okay, let's see. Right, this is also one of the worlds that doesn't actually follow the movie plot line. It has
No.
kind of completely changed it, actually.
But one of the nice things with this is, like, in the movie it is, you cannot touch anything. Don't touch anything, it will go bad. Unless it is in a box that you can open with your key.
Yeah.
Logical. Also, why are you flying? Look at his shadow, by the way.
Oh, it's a slope.
There we go. Yeah, I don't know how to get up there. Oh, it's a Trinity, okay.
Oh, does that mean that it needs all three of you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, that
You
actually...
can only do them when you have
That's actually coherent.
them. You cannot do it if you have someone else, say Aladdin with you.
Yeah, if I have Aladdin, I can activate these, like, monkey switches. Or at least some of them. I have no idea what I'm doing in here. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here.
Staring at the shiny gold. Which doesn't look that much like gold, but it's cartoon gold. It's cartoons.
Keep exploring the ruins. Okay.
You know, the complaint that that Pluto looks too weird and wouldn't cut, so I notice it's a cartoon dog. It's like, Pluto doesn't look that weird.
I know, right? I don't get the complaint at all.
Like, there are other characters that would be weirder. Like, I think seeing Minnie Mouse, for example, would be more, shit, these are cartoons to me than
Or like an anthropomorphic duck. And dog that's like, hey, let's be best friends.
I can't do a dog voice. I really wish I could.
Oh right, on the subject of speaking like Donald Duck, I thought about this late yesterday. We had a dating panel where we had pre-made characters. One of them were Donald Duck, and the person picked to play Donald Duck just plain gave up halfway and just did random ducky noises.
Yeah.
It was like, like had conversations with herself, and it was awesome.
Oh, don't remind me of that.
That dating show was fun.
It was a joke.
There we go. Now we can enter the room from before.
My first wish, Genie. Show me the keyhole.
It's a good thing that all the characters in their respective worlds know about the Kingdom Hearts specific lore they need to know about. Like, I'm just imagining, like, if this was like the actual Aladdin movie, and like Jafar asked that question, like Genie would be very confused.
I mean, some people know about these things, some people don't, which is also weird.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense within the context of Kingdom Hearts. It makes sense that a genie would know, because the genie is
Disney should just
omnipresent. But
troll
like,
us by releasing a Disney film where they make some offhand. They make some like reference to something Kingdom Heartsy and then don't deal with it any further, like an offhand remark.
Why not explain the situation to that boy Riku? Doing
That
so
boy
may
Riku.
actually prove useful to our...
Wait a second. Are you Maleficent?
Jafar, let Jasmine go!
oh, it's low poly Aladdin. Oh, it's low poly Jafar as well. It's just a close up that was the high poly one.
Seven who somehow
Oh no, high poly Jafar again.
open,
The door?
but you fools won't live to see what lies beyond it.
I'm not sure how he figures this might help his cause.
Second wish,
But okay.
crush them!
Gosh, then.
Why not just ask, I wish they were dead already?
But he can't kill anyone. That's a
Okay.
rule.
But Genie can. If you can do magic like that, why not just use that magic on them? Like, make them into a tiny box and squish them together.
So this boss fight, you basically have to like Jafar will be flying around. Maybe just oh yeah, he's flying around. So you need to like you need to be able to hit him like by standing where he flies to. But I think yeah, good. Here he comes. This boss fight I do remember, so that's good. What the hell? There we go. And you can just like forget about Genie because like it's not important. I can't reach him. So where it would be great to be Noctis and just be able to warp up to him. I got one hit him at least. Although I do remember this arena looking a bit different. I wonder if there's like a transformation on the arena later. Or if I'm thinking... Because I don't think Jafar and Aladdin is in Kingdom Hearts 2. Are they?
I think you return there. But there's nothing happening there. But I'm not sure. I just feel like you might be.
Kingdom Hearts 2 I've sadly not replayed recently at all. So anything I remember from that game is just like super old nostalgia. Like I think the last time I even saw it played was like a decade ago. So like, oh no, that's not true actually. I saw a speedrun of it by a Swedish speedrunner live, like as in the room where it was speedrun at Fairycon 2 years ago, I think it was. That was really fun. It was really cool. It was I forget. I don't think he held the world record for Kingdom Hearts. He held the world record for Wind Waker, but he did a midnight playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 2 live on like a big screen and everything. It was really cool.
Nice. We have a lot of top players here in the southern part of Sweden. We also had the top Naruto player.
Naruto player.
Yep, who came to our little convention and expected to find people at his own level. No, he switched to organizing said tournaments instead, which is way better.
Yeah, there used to be like really big tournaments in Naruto Ultimate Ninja at conventions.
Still is.
Is there? Okay.
We still have convention tournaments.
Oh, cool.
I'm not gonna say they're super big, but we have them. And they're well attended.
They exist.
They're well attended,
Oh, okay.
from what I know. I've only participated in the Smash one, so I'm not sure. I'm generally working.
I participated in the Smash tournament once. It did not go well.
I actually came to like semi-finals before I dropped out, because it took forever.
I was in, again, at Farrakhan actually. It might have been the same year. Yeah, it was actually. It was the same year. I was in the Smash Bros. Tournament. Both the Smash Bros. For Wii U and the Smash Bros. Melee tournament. Because they had both. And I actually did practice. I learned like the techniques for melee and stuff because that's what the cool kids were playing. And I died quickly and went into the losers bracket. So
I had time to do a chant. Aha!
I did better in the Wii U one, but still not like good, just better.
What does the orange bar on the MP bar mean?
Is it?
I've always seen it as extra MP.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
it is, but
It's
yeah.
something like that.
Oh, look forward to Kingdom Hearts 2 when we have the drive.
Oh, I think it's when the yellow bar fills up, you get more MP or something like that.
Okay, like it is extra MP in other words. Well,
Yeah,
tiny
because
pieces.
it increases when I hit Jafar.
When you hit on Jafar?
Oh, and that's why it resets when it fills up. Right, okay, sure.
Yeah. Also, I'm not hitting on Jafar. A lot of people want to in the new movie because apparently people who like boys think he's hot.
Ew.
Weird.
He's not.
Have you seen the new Jafar though?
No. But
Exactly.
I could never enjoy that character. Sorry. I don't like evil boys. What was that supposed to mean?
I will drown you in sand.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's pretty evil as movie things go.
I thought you were gonna say that's pretty erotic as far as movie things go, and I was like, no.
Maybe to heterosexuals, but
Andrea, can you go to the closet and tell us
No.
what you think?
do you think Anakin would like to be drowned in sand?
I think that would probably be like his ultimate nightmare, honestly. There we go.
See, that's why he was determined to become a Sith, so he could avoid his ultimate nightmare of drowning in sand.
Do you fight Jafar again in Kingdom Hearts 2 in like a room of lava?
No, but you fight two chubby heartlesses, I think.
Okay, because
That's as far as I remember.
that's what I remembered this arena looking like.
Okay. I don't remember that at all.
They keep bumping into cats.
Customize.
I wonder if Cat is hungry. It doesn't look like it, but I don't know if this is just colorful or if she actually wants food. Which is like hunting on me right now.
Hello, Jasmine.
Hello, Jasmine.
You want the food. You just gave yourself an electric shock via the food. Good cat. You are the most clever.
Did he wish for that in the original film?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Aladdin's like, you're not the most powerful person
Oh,
here.
the
The
looking
genie
away
has more
and
power than you.
the looking away and throwing the spell thing. I remember that
Yeah.
somehow.
There's
the lava.
So you weren't that far off. But like, yeah, right. In the movie it fills up with sand, but I always felt like it looked like lava and stuff. It was really scary.
I think she only passed out. We gotta go after Jafar first.
The
The
difference-
keyhole is right here!
Well,
Also, she's just passed out. Let's leave her.
well, Clara, the only difference between sand and lava is a few hundred degrees.
Yeah.
Well, technically this would be magma.
Because it's coming out of the earth? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's beneath surface level. So yeah, this is what I remembered. This feels more accurate.
Yeah.
The lamp! Get Jafar's lamp.
Yeah. So in the movie, he's defeated because he gets trapped in the lamp.
Because he's a genius.
Yeah. In the game, we're supposed to just get the lamp while he throws big.
Scary fireballs.
Yeah, I was going to make a Sonic 06 reference, but I forgot what it was. What the hell is... Oh, Iblis. Iblis is what it's called.
Yeah. That's right.
Iblis does that when you fight Iblis. A lot.
Oh my god, the fucking big boulder, flaming boulder thing looks just like something from Sonic 06.
Yeah. This game came out 4 years before it.
But now that we've seen that this happens here, oh, and I remember, yeah. I'm quite sure that in part 2 you return to Agrabah and you fight one ice giant and one fire giant.
That might be it.
But
Yeah.
their bellies are like see-through, so they're actually really skinny with like bubbles.
Anyway, yeah, that reminds me. So the other day you were talking about, was it the idea of having a Kingdom Hearts sequel where they just go through the Star Wars worlds or something?
Yeah. Well, my idea was to relay it to the chat. I had an idea because like. Nomura was asked if Star Wars or Marvel was going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3, and he explained that they do not have the licenses for that because Disney keeps those licenses separate from their animated movies. So my idea was Kingdom Hearts 4, since the current story is over, why not have that one license Marvel or Star Wars and have that be the theme for that one game?
So I had an idea about this, and the thing is, like, the thing with Star Wars, it's different from the Disney properties in that the Star Wars is not a bunch of self-contained worlds that colliding with each other doesn't make sense. But then I thought, but Andrea, what about Star Wars Legends?
Exactly.
The expanded universe. You could deal with the conflict between the current canon and the former canon. which would be interesting. Although that's maybe too experimental for Disney to approve it. But hey, it would be interesting.
The problem is right now it can't happen because EA owns the license to make console-based video games for the Star Wars license. So, yeah, that sucks. What I find interesting though is that Big Hero 6 is technically a Marvel license, but because it was a Disney animated movie, it counts as a Disney animated movie and not Marvel. Which is like, so it's like they're allowed to have that in Kingdom Hearts 3, but they can't have Spider-Man, for example. Which is interesting.
Did they buy Marvel? They bought Marvel before they made the Big Hero 6 movie, right?
Yes, they did. Because that was the first animated Marvel movie, and to date the only animated Marvel movie from Disney.
Does it have the Marvel logo in like the opening?
Yeah,
credits or
well,
something?
yeah, but what movie doesn't? Venom has that, and that's a Sony movie.
It's the marvelous non-Marvel movie.
Because it's not MCU.
It's not MCU, no. That's the thing. Like, I think they just treat MCU as its own thing. There we go.
And then there's modern Marvel MCU-ish movies that aren't in the MCU, and I'm confused by those.
Wait, which ones?
I can't remember now. I just remember they're a thing. Because there's like...
Okay, Jafar. Back to your
Because all the live-action Marvel movies from 2008 and onward, except for the ones that Sony owned and Fox owned, are MCU.
So there's a universe within the universe. Oh, I'm so confused now. There's some complicated thing, but I don't remember what it was now.
Because, like, Fantastic Four and X-Men and The Amazing Spider-Man and Venom, those are the Marvel movies that don't belong in the MCU. Although, that might change now. They have Spider-Man now, because they made a deal with Sony. And they own Fox now, so that means they have Fantastic Four again. And technically they also have X-Men, but we don't know what's going to happen there right now. Because that has its own long-running canon, and they might not want to disrupt that. Which I think is probably for the best, because honestly, adding X-Men to the MCU would be the worst thing ever. Because, oh my god, that would create so many questions about where were all these mutants before, if they are like, you know, half the population. Yay, we closed the keyhole. We saved another world from destruction.
I always thought you open keyholes and not close them here, but whatever.
It's Kingdom Hearts.
Hmm.
I was about to say, I remember there being like a carpet minigame, and yeah, here it is.
I don't know.
The carpet, which in the Swedish dub, the genie has a nickname for the carpet, which is just Mattsson,
I don't remember.
which just means carpet son. But like it's an actual name, so it works.
It's like made as a last name.
Yeah. That's like one of the few things from the Swedish dub I remember, because it was like, I thought I was funny. Otherwise, I'm entirely the English dub for Aladdin. For the first movie. The third movie, I cannot deal with the English dub, because I'm so used to the Swedish dub.
What was the thing you said about the magic carpet? You've told me about it before.
that the carpet is called Mattsson by the genie in the Swedish dub.
Nuts.
And I don't think it has like that kind of nickname at all. Oh no, they got Jasmine. Maybe we shouldn't have just left her.
Does he even have a... Wow, that's something. Do they even have a name in the English version?
No, it's just a flying carpet.
Right, yeah.
But like, there is a I'm sure. Oh, hello, voice acting.
Are they just losing all the heterosexual love interests? Is that what's happening?
Well, yeah, the Maleficent's collecting the Princesses of Hearts.
Ah.
Guess who's a princess? Without being a Disney princess.
Coyote?
Alice.
Oh, okay.
That was not what I meant, but sure.
Riku?
Exactly, I like how you're thinking. Oh, Genie.
Now you can go anywhere you want. You're your own master.
No, you can go anywhere.
If
So I'm
you
gonna
can,
stay here.
It'd be great if you could go along with them and help Sora find Jasmine.
Alright, we had a Simba summon I could have used. Oh well.
Done taking orders from others.
God, it's just Homer Simpson. Dan Castellana cannot do another voice.
Now that's entirely different. I guess I could give that a try. After all, we're pals, right, Al?
Sadly, of course, they can't get Robin Williams back to do the voice since, you know, he's dead, but... Yeah.
That's not an excuse then. So it would have been incredible.
Was he just
though.
too expensive to hire for this, or busy or something?
Well, it's not that he was too expensive necessarily, but he was, like, he's known to not, like, do a lot of voice acting gigs in general.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so he did 2 of the movies, and then Dan Castellana played the genie and everything else.
Jafar was beyond help, consumed by his own hatred.
Which you isn't. You're not consumed by hatred.
Why is Riku evil?
Because he's stupid, and that's actually like the reason.
I'm not going to tell you why Riku is stupid, because that's not revealed yet.
No.
We just know that he's taking orders from Maleficent, because
She made
For-
him
yeah.
think that.
they have a deal,
We
exactly.
had a deal. Haha!
Hurry, go to her. Your vessel is waiting.
How to walk, by the way.
Remember, this is no pleasure cruise. It won't be a pleasant voyage.
Why are you doing all this for me? What's the catch?
Cat, what's the cat? Silly boy. You're like a son to me. I only want you to be happy.
I seriously doubt that.
Believe what you wish. But lest we
See, this doesn't work as well considering Disney, 10 years later, made a movie about how Maleficent was misunderstood and actually a victim.
Yeah.
Which movie was that?
Maleficent!
Oh,
And there's also the movies about her daughter.
Oh, right, yeah. The Descendants.
Descendants
The
movies.
Descendants, right, yeah.
I was like, yeah.
We learn Green Trinity! Yay!
hey chat, can you hear me clearly from here?
Let's see. Gummy ship.
I'm still of the idea that making Descendants into a part of Kingdom Hearts would have been fun.
Yeah, Genie is free now. That's why we can summon him at our leisure. Yeah, other Andrea like laid down on the other edge of the sofa, so...
It's because I don't want to have to sit up and I want to rest my neck.
Yeah, she's leaning on my my body pillows of Otome guys. Haha! There's like 3 of them.
I
No,
can't-
get up!
I can't believe Clara is turning me straight.
See... Well, yeah, we can just warp drive
Only
here,
one
so...
is best boy.
Ah, warp drive is the best.
Warp drive. See, that's why we need a Star Wars Kingdom Hearts, just so we can have the Star Wars hyperdrive effect. I love the hyperdrive effect.
You can replace your little funky gummy ship with like the Millennium Falcon and stuff. That would be
I
fun.
still want to figure out how to do the hyperdrive effect with in computer graphics. I think I'm sure it's simple to do it, but when I was like 10 years younger, I couldn't figure out how it worked.
Oh yeah, I've done it. I've done it in video editing. Yay! Oh, sorry, I'm talking to the wrong mover. Let's synthesize! I really have, don't think I. Yeah, I don't really need any of these. I think.
Are there still Moogles in the later games?
Yeah, there are.
Moogles are essential.
Yeah, like the thing is, like it's not like they stopped including Final Fantasy things. It's just that they sort of stopped adding new Final Fantasy things.
They just reused what they already have, and I like that.
Yeah, I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2 adds more. But what happened basically was one of the main reasons that they wanted Final Fantasy characters to appear in this was because Final Fantasy characters never got a chance to interact with each other.
But now we have Dissidia.
Yeah, we have Dissidia, we have Brave Exvius, we have Mobius, we have Record Keeper, we have
World of Final Fantasy.
World of Final Fantasy, yes, exactly. We have Final Fantasy Legends or Final Fantasy Dimensions 2, something subtitle. Like there are so many of them now that they don't really need that anymore. So they were like, well, we don't really have much of a need to constantly include Final Fantasy things in Kingdom Hearts. So they appear less, and because they were never like the plot essential characters anyway. Like they were just friends you met that teach you the basic stuff at the start of the game. So I'm sure they will still appear in Kingdom Hearts 3, but I doubt they will have like much importance. Although one thing that was kind of fun.
You know what they should do? They should have the gang from Final Fantasy 15 in their Pocket Edition, guys.
Oh God!
Like, because like they're already they're actually even. They're not the same kind of cartoon style as Kingdom Hearts, but it would still be interesting.
Yeah.
Just for that reason. Or actually. No, actually, I mean, this is a really silly idea. But you could have someone from the Pocket Edition and someone from the non-Pocket Edition meet and just have the art style clash.
Yeah, so a fun fact though is that in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, so the game takes place right between 2 and 3, they actually added in another Square Enix character but that isn't from Final Fantasy. They added in a character from The World Ends With You, which is another Nomura RPG.
Which is Square Enix.
Yes. Actually, I don't know if I don't think he directed The World Ends With You, but he designed the characters for it. Which it released for Nintendo Switch recently. I don't know if the port is good or not. I should get around to playing it myself.
Oh, Aladdin isn't even from 1001 Nights. Because in the original Arabic text, the story is not there.
Oh yeah, well...
It was added in the 18th century by a Frenchman.
Well, the thing is, it has been... I read it on Wikipedia or something.
Yes.
Yeah, see, so there's a bit of a disagreement on that. We know one of the stories are not from the original tale. And most scholars think it's the Aladdin one. But I don't think there's like actual evidence that says that for sure, because there's no actual there's no remaining copy of the original text. And while it might be the one that was added, there's also just a possibility that they picked the most popular one because that would make more headlines. But yeah, I know. I do know that one of the stories in 1001 Nights is not from the original collection of stories. That's been an interesting factoid for a while. Oh no!
What? Oh, it's Moby Dick. Hooray! What is that? It's huge. It is. Oh, about to eat us. No, it isn't. Aha! It's a space whale.
Which is actually a thing in Star Wars.
And Final Fantasy. There's a whale, flying whale in Final Fantasy.
Yep.
One of my favorites.
It's like Star Wars.
Hmm.
Are they in a Lotus Eater dream or something?
I think this is the final mix scene.
Yeah, I don't really remember this.
Thanks to that notification covering up the screen, PS4.
Gotta be careful. They are so cute when they're kids. They are adorable.
Hold on, what's that over there? Is it a monster? Is it a...
Oh, it's a door. Aha! It's a window or maybe a door. Aha! Striking difference or similarities.
Oh, there's another little Sora and Riku flashback added in film, but this one is in the original. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that happened.
He looks so innocent and pure.
His eyes look really weird in his small guys. I mean, actually, the Kingdom Hearts eyes look weird generally, but especially the small ones.
I think they're cute here.
Mm.
The mayor's house?
Yeah, so clearly Riku and Sora were already planning on leaving before they had met Kairi, which means that Riku was lying earlier.
He just wanted her to feel better.
What are you guys doing?
I don't know.
Where are we?
It's not like him, but sure.
Whoa.
Oh, you know, I think that big old whale monstro just swallowed us. And for today's weather, expect showers. Oh, heavy showers.
Who's there? It's me.
Ah, this is actually Ocarina of Time.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio? Pinocchio, where you going? Pinocchio! Come on in, buddy. After it, quick!
So Monstro is the worst part because it has the most platforming.
Yep. I remember.
Does it also have jellyfish that zap you?
You know, I can't say for sure it does, but it honestly might. It is very Lord Jabba Jabba's belly.
Okay.
With this, you can get out of here, Father.
Really? With this big block, you think so?
It's true. So, how did you end up
But
here?
does it have a princess you have to carry on your head who yells at you?
No.
Good.
So the whale swallowed all of you too? My goodness.
Yeah, looks like it.
My name is Geppetto.
Also, it's not an
I'm
ugly
Pinocchio's
N64 game.
father. When we got separated, I traveled all over looking for him. Thank goodness we're together again. So, you seem to know Pinocchio quite well. I hope he was a good boy in my absence. Well, we've all had quite a journey, right, Pinocchio? Pinocchio!
Okay. So we're going to be rushing off after Pinocchio, because Pinocchio rushed up after Riku. And it's basically a maze with platforming.
This is what a whale looks like on the inside.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
What are you doing? Come on, let's
Almost
go
as
back.
real as how the fiskpinne is the best part of the fish.
Pinocchio, stop fooling around. This is no time for games.
But Sora, I thought you liked games.
It's Riku.
Now that you have the Keyblade,
Riku? What are you doing here?
just playing with Pinocchio.
You know what I mean. What about
This
pirates?
really is. I have a cooler friend than you.
Maybe. Catch us, and maybe I'll tell you what I know.
Come on.
Oh, Riku, always running off with boys.
Also, the thing about them is like he has a shadow drawn around his chest.
Yeah.
Makes it really look like he has a chest line.
Yeah.
They all the boys do. It's beautiful. He's nice. I like Riku.
Oh, Riku's great.
But you're so annoyed with him the first time you play this.
Oh yeah, well I mean the problem with
Like-
Kingdom Hearts 1 is that it's just... Because it's such a pain to control most things,
Yeah.
and the camera is really bad, I mean that's part of the controls honestly.
Right, there's the spooks. They're
Yeah.
horrible.
It just
They're
makes...
fun, but horrible.
It makes what would otherwise be a like completely fine stuff just tedious. And it's a bit... It's a shame that they haven't... Why doesn't the counter work? Oh well. It's a shame that like they didn't rework it more for the remaster. I mean, I get why they didn't do that. They were busy with playing about stuff, and they just... I'm pretty sure this was outsourced to like a house specialized in porting.
Oh wow.
But
They really
yeah.
recolored the ghosts here, and it really harms the ghosts. They're not as cool.
Mega Eater.
They're really colorful.
There we go. So yeah, navigating this place is not easy. Everything looks the same. There's no minimap. Which, like, that's the thing. Ocarina of Time had a minimap. It wasn't a very good minimap, but it was a minimap. So if you were patient enough to just look at the map, you wouldn't get lost.
KH2 has a minimap.
Yeah, it does. Well, it has some sort of way to navigate. And like, Kingdom Hearts 2 is better in every way. Like it's not as tutorial heavy. It has a really good camera, has a really good combat system, has really good controls for movement. Like it's everything the first game should have been. And I really wish they would have sort of like remade the first game within Kingdom Hearts 2, because I feel it would have been very good. I mean, to be fair, this isn't terrible. Like, I'm not having a bad time. I'm still enjoying playing this because it's a good game. But there are so many... what's a good word for it? The age of the game shows really well as an early PS2 game because of all the faults of early 3D games that appear in it. I mean, it's not as bad as like the late 90s where, you know, you got stuff like Earthworm Jim 3D, which if you want a game that is like completely fucking impossible to like control and aim and do platforming in 3D and play Earthworm Jim 3D, a game which I for some reason have replayed several times because I really dug it as a kid for some reason. It is damn near unplayable. I also have a box art that lies to you. But yeah.
Lies to you?
Yeah, the box art mentions enemies that aren't in the game, like as a selling point. It's like, oh, famous villains from the cartoon, like and which one is it that mentions? It's one. It mentions one that never made it into the game. That were cut quite early too. Like it's like I don't think we even have like screenshots of that character being in the game. But for some reason, it made it onto the back of the box, and I was really disappointed. I think it's the like demonic cat villain. I might be wrong on that, because it's been forever since I did anything Earthworm Jim related, because Doug Tenable is like an awful bigoted person, so I just tried not to think about the franchise anymore. But I think that was the villain that wasn't in the game. I'm pretty sure... I don't think it was Queen Slug for a bit at least. Why do I remember why do I remember that name of all the names in Your Friend Jim? Was some evil goldfish. I watched that cartoon a lot as a kid. It was strange. Like it aired on a Swedish network called TCC Nordic. Well, a Nordic network called TCC Nordic, and like everything else was dubbed to Swedish except Earthworm Jim, which for some reason ran subtitled along with the other kids cartoons. I always thought that was really strange. Like even as a kid, I was good at I understood English quite well. So I was able to follow along with it, but it was really strange, like, because they would, like, run Sonic, for example. They would run The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, just dubbed. And then, like, the next thing on TV would be Earthworm Jim, and it was with subtitles. And it was confusing, and it meant that other kids were not into it at all, because they couldn't even understand it. Because, not to, like, gloat or boast here, but, like, I had a very early... I learned English very early compared to other kids in Sweden. So I was like playing games in English, watching movies without subtitles and stuff like that. Way before anyone I knew could do that. Which meant that like things I liked, they didn't like. Most of my English I learned by playing like PC games, like old DOS games, like adventure games and such, and watching James Bond movies. I was like 5 years old, maybe. Yeah, I think I was 5 or 6 years old when I was like able to like read and understand English pretty well. Which is why I was always really bored in English classes in school, because like they would just tell me things I already knew. Ah, fuck. I fell down.
My siblings and I, on the other hand, shouted up the stairs to our parents with words we thought were important and what they meant.
Yeah, like that's a story I've heard from like several other people too. Like how they would like play like the Zelda games or something else, and like they would ask their parents like, "What does this word mean? What does this word mean?" And I don't know. I mean, I could have easily done that. Like for the longest time, like only my mother was working, so like I had my dad at home, and I did play games together with my dad for a while. But I guess for whatever reason, I just thought it was more fun to just learn the language. Which, if only I would have done that with Japanese, I might have actually been able to have proper conversations in Japanese by now.
The big barrier with Japanese is the writing system.
Yeah.
It's
Why do you still care
it's also quite hard because even if you play games that are entirely in hiragana, like old NES games, or games that for kids that have a huge amount of furigana and stuff,
Yeah.
You can't just look things up by kana names because like you're expected to know the kanji for things to be able to look them up because there's so many words that are pronounced the same way. Which, yeah. Whereas learning a language that uses the Latin alphabet, it's great because you can actually spell things.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you? What do you
At least have an idea how to
Don't you
pronounce
realize
them.
what you're doing?
I was about to ask you the same thing, Sora. You only seem interested in running around and showing off that Keyblade these days.
This is a new Keyblade, Riku.
I do.
It's a new Keyblade?
Yeah, this is the Keyblade I got from Aladdin.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, from Agrabah.
Wait, does Sora just have several Keyblades then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember yesterday we talked about how the Kingdom Key was the regular one?
Yeah, vaguely.
Oh, this is like the Gobu that keeps you in the belly, just cuter.
Oh, that's a thing. Oh, it's Mimikyu.
You up for
That's
this?
cute.
No problem. Let's do it.
Riku's is cool though.
Yeah, Riku's is blue and red. It's sword.
But he keeps his, right? More or less.
Well, he doesn't have a keyblade right yet, right? He has a sword right now.
But he keeps his items, right? So he uses this for the longest time. He doesn't change it, and he's too cool for it.
Yeah, well, in the new in Kingdom Hearts 3, he has a car keyblade.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm not making that up. It's not even the first car keyblade, but it's because it's been one before that. I don't remember who has it before that.
Car key, like shaped like a
car key, yes.
Is it called that?
Well, you know how car keys are like flat and like they have like a different way of. They don't
like
look.
The key is engraved into a flat surface.
Yes,
rather
exactly.
Than being cut out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Rather than
That's
being,
cool. Yeah. I don't know why that's a car key thing. It's like why. Don't
Well, I'm sure. The other car key you get from beating Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah. Well, it's used for more than car keys, but I think car keys is where it started.
it's what you associate it with.
Yeah.
Nowadays, card keys can just be like a little card. That's what my family has for the new card.
The best thing of wireless car key fobs, where the car automatically unlocks if it's in range, because then all the criminal has to do is get a wireless signal booster and put it and use it outside your house, and then they just drive off with the car. It's great.
Ching.
Share.
Yeah.
So yeah, heartless are born from the darkness in our hearts. But a being without a heart is not a heartless. That's a nobody. That's still one of the strangest decisions in the naming.
Sorry, old man. I have some unfinished business with this puppet.
He's no puppet. Pinocchio is my little
I wonder if
boy.
it makes more sense in
He
Japanese.
is unusual.
Nope.
Not many puppets have hearts. I'm not sure, but maybe he can help someone who's lost theirs.
Wait,
Who might have lost their
about
heart?
Kyrie?
What do you care about her?
Good question. Why do you care about Kylie?
It's like actually, Riku is not worried that he doesn't care about Kyrie. He's just jealous.
High jump. Yay! Now we can jump higher.
Did they share the love fruit thing? I don't remember.
Oh, they never do.
No, we never did.
Oh, okay. Good, because then he'd have to choose between heterosexual love interest and not heterosexual love interest.
They're
That
more
would be
clever.
bad.
They're clever, and then they know to keep the shipping open.
Yeah, so let's see, what do we establish now? Kyrie has lost her heart. That's what we learn now. So Riku is hoping to give Kyrie her heart back by taking one from Pinocchio.
So does that mean she's a nobody?
No. A nobody doesn't have a heart, but a nobody is separate from a normal person.
So she's just a person who has had her heart taken away.
Yeah, which means that she could now give birth is the wrong word, but she could become the proxy for a nobody.
So you're saying Riku is a real stealer of hearts?
No, I went to Atlantica. Ascalot's Ray asks, didn't you have to fight the Heartless again while in Monstro? Did I? You sure about that? Why would I need to do that? So Monster is the worst part in terms of platforming. This is the worst one in terms of combat. Because you can't dodge roll.
Because you're underwater?
Yes. Note the fact that Donald Duck is already a sea creature. And yet became an octopus.
But ducks can't breathe on the water. I guess.
Look, he
What
needs
the
to
duck?
become...
Slimy? Also, crabs. Oh, crap. Upside duck. Upside down. But, I mean, Goofy makes sense. Since, like, he doesn't need a shield anymore. He is a shield.
Right, Flounder?
Donald is just
No.
angry.
There's something weird about that. What do you mean?
Goofy is a turtle. Yeah, he's a turtle.
Where are you from?
Tortoise, no, turtle.
We're from
Tortuga.
far away.
Also, note the very subtle sign behind them.
So, the distinction between tortoise, turtle, and terrapin varies by language, and it's complete bullshit, and you should just do what Spanish does, where they're all just called tortuga.
Oh, don't worry.
In Swedish we just call them sköldpadda, so...
Yeah.
Sorry, what I said by language, I mean by dialect. Yeah, Swedish does the right thing. It's in English it's extremely bullshit, because British English, American English, and Australian English all do not agree on what's turtle, what's sea turtle, what's tortoise, what's terrapin.
Oh right, you need to follow Flounder. So annoying.
Is Flounder called Blunder in Swedish though?
Yep, he
Yeah.
is. Also, I don't remember if we're supposed to be a shark or a dolphin.
Or a dolphin.
We're a dolphin, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough, because sharks are evil. Haha!
So, I talked about this on Twitter the other day. It's the fact that this is the first game, fairly early in the first game too, and our main protagonist, a boy, has already gone topless in the game with no even mention of it as being awkward or anything. Shows that Nomura is way more comfortable and secure in his masculinity than most video game designers.
He even has nipples.
Yeah,
By
which,
the way.
like, I don't mean that in a sexual context. It's always nothing sexual going on here. I just mean it as male designers are so scared of men showing skin, especially their nipples, that, like, you will almost never see a male hero do that. Even when you're nude in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you don't have nipples. Because that's awkward.
I thought that showing off the fact they can be topless was a fairly masculine thing to do.
Yeah. Even
Well, yeah, themselves can be topless, but they can't have other people be topless, which means you can't design someone topless. Yes.
I mean, even in games designed to pander to a female fan base with
Oh, right,
males
because
being
it might
sexy.
be interpreted as trying to make them sexually...
Yeah. Yeah, but they're so trying to be sexy. Damn boys. But they can't have nipples. And it
Yeah.
just looks wrong.
So anyway... So it's a good thing Sora's not a girl, because then there will be female presenting nipples, and you can't have that.
Well, it's just like one of those interesting things, because like Nomura in general, Nomura's designs are very much, they're very much not traditionally masculine, which is something I really like about his designs. Like, he will often allow male characters to have colorful outfits, feminine apparel, and just it's really refreshing. And this also goes for their personalities generally. Like, there's nothing about Sora that reads as typically a male hero character. Like, he's not brooding, he doesn't have a dark past, etc., etc. you can even see this in like Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, who is just like this dorky, awkward, 20-year-old who is afraid of bugs and doesn't like vegetables. That's the defining trait of his character. Which is why he's one of the most relatable characters in Final Fantasy. But like Nomura's really good about that stuff. He seems to be really fond of creating male characters that don't subscribe to masculine norms, and I appreciate that. Now there are other problems. He just cannot, for the life of him, create female characters. It seems like it's not that he can't do it. It seems he doesn't like doing it. Like like almost all his characters are male characters, and they always have like a bond with another male character, and like it's like.
But let's talk about girls. Let's talk about the beautiful boys.
Exactly. Like there was a reason that the thing you just referenced, Art Hawk, had a whole had a whole episode about that, specifically about Final Fantasy 15. But like it's true with this was true with Wall and
Toxic masculinity.
Yes. It's true for a lot of his designs.
Sadly, I am not the actual voice of Art Hawk.
No, that's
but I love doing an Art Hawk voice. It's so much fun. Sorry, Artemis Hawkins' voice.
The series is long dead.
Aww.
Yeah, like neither me or Holmes have any plans to revive it ever again.
But Art Hawk. Art Hawk.
Well, the thing is, it was already like it had already been shut down once, but like I brought it back for the countdown to Final Fantasy 15 just for the fun of it, because I had the idea for the episode.
Beautiful work of art!
Stop doing that, you keep
Okay. Okay.
As long as I have my trident, I will not tolerate those creatures inside this palace.
Daddy?
Oh, Ariel, when will you listen? It's dangerous out there. Strange creatures live outside.
Behold, you sweep before the ruler of the seas, His Majesty King Triton.
And who are they?
They helped us fight off those creatures.
They don't look familiar.
We're from an ocean very far away.
Yup, we came to find the keyhole.
The what?
What's that?
Well, it's a...
There's no such thing, certainly not here.
But Daddy...
Ariel, not another word. You are not to leave the palace. Is that clear?
Why did they name a character after a font?
Perhaps I'm being too strict.
I mean, that's a trend these days. Undertale was popular.
Concern for her safety.
Of course, Your Majesty. But I must admit, now I'm quite curious about this keyhole.
That need not concern you, Sebastian. Have you anything to report?
Just as you suspected, Your Majesty, they seem to be coming from Ursula's grotto.
I knew it. That sea witch is up to no good again. A sea exile from the palace has taught her nothing.
Yes, she poses serious danger.
And I told you to keep Ariel away from such danger, did I not?
Your Majesty, please,
Okay. Forget where we're supposed to go now. I think we're supposed to find Ariel, but she will not be here because she have already fucked off out of the palace. Sora's hands are huge.
Yowie hands.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I guess it's to match his feet, but...
Yeah. It feels more apparent here.
Why doesn't Sora have an extra big tail, just like his feet? Flipper.
I do not remember exactly what to do here, but we're going to investigate the items at least.
Look at all these pottery. I think watching this would just be itching to smash them all.
Alright, I need to do that. I don't supposed to talk to Ariel first. Where did she go?
Where the people are.
Because she is not here now, so fair enough. Oh, no, she is here. Okay.
Those impudent fools will never find the keyhole. But the girl could prove useful, and I've got heartless on my side. Triton, my old friend, your day's coming.
Ursula the Sea Witch, famously based on Drag Queen Divine. God. God, it's really hard to fight on the sea. Oh right, fire doesn't work underwater. Forgot about that. Okay, so there's an optional boss fight in Monstro that I can do if I want to clear the world, but it's optional, so that's good to know. Okay. So that was not the one we tried to save. Okay. So you're supposed to like save one of the big fishes or mammals swimming around, and
It's a dolphin.
yeah, that one was a dolphin. But you're supposed to save one from enemies, and you can like grab onto it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one that is. Oh, this was the grotto. Because there's no prompt to grab onto it, so. I'm not sure where to go. Oh, there seems to be a path. We need to swim against the current, which we can't do because we need the help of this fish or something. And this is back here. Okay. Well, maybe we'll call it today for now. We made pretty good progress, so.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so thank you to everyone who watched, and we will continue this later. Bye!